Hi, this is Dr. Jenny, and we're working through problem 6.3. I hope that you've already watched the overview because now we're going to dive into Part A. In Part A, you're asked to explore the numerical predictors and responses fair by creating a correlation table and examining some scatter plots between fair and those predictors. That's actually almost opposite. It's more like you need to do scatter plots first so that you have some idea what those predictors are. If you haven't already discovered, a correlation matrix was actually discussed in chapter 4. I believe it was around page 51 or so. And so let's get started so that you can see what you might need to do. The first thing you must do is clean up the data, and I purposely left the steps over here of data mining so that will remind you. When we look at this correlation table, let me fix the data for correlation first. It means that you need to sort or organize the data so that you have the possible predictors together and that they are numbers. They are not yes, no, vacation, yes, no, they are numbers. And the reason I have these already set up in my column is that these are better predictors. I did not convert vacation because I've already checked it out and it is not a good predictor. So and I did that with scatter plots. And yes, you do need to do scatter plots of all the data so that you can tell which ones are going to help you in this prediction. Once you do that, once you've got this listed in here, you're able to do a correlation matrix. And the way you do that is you go up to your data formula and you do data analysis and you're going to choose correlation. Now, if you don't have data analysis, all that means is that you need to go into your options and you need to go to your add-ins and you're going to add your analysis tool pack. So if you don't have that, that's what you'll need to do. Once you do your correlation matrix or table, you're going to see it come out. Now, I've already added a heat map to this so that I can understand it a little better, but let me see if I can help you see how this works. In this one, when you see the 1 here, that's actually saying fair to fair, and we're trying to do predictor. So this is coupon to coupon, this is new to new. Now once I go here to the next one, it's saying fair to coupon. And if you go down through these numbers, you'll see that the best prediction of fair is distance. But if I add coupon to that, you'll notice that my prediction gets better. So as you're looking at this is just showing you this is without any categorical data fixes here, so I didn't even do anything. This is with showing the Southwest. I converted it to a yes or no. So if you've already done your conversion with your dummy variables and converted your Southwest yes or no, then you're going to have a slightly different, and that's why I've done this one down here, but it works the same way. This is fair to fair, this is coupon to coupon. If I go across, so this is fair and distance, which shows in the largest correlation here, but if I add coupon, it's higher. Now if I add new to this area, it goes way down. So that kind of already tells me that fair and distance is definitely a variable that's going to help me predict fair, and that actually coupon does as well. Now to just see if I go to the scatter plots here, you'll see that coupons and fair are correlated, and there's no correlation if you have text and numbers. So when I go over here a little bit, you can see that distance and fair are correlated. So that kind of gives you a way to start this. And if we go back to the answer here, we're saying Explore the numerical predictors by creating a correlation table and examining some scatter plots between fair and those predictors. What seems to be the best single predictor of fair? Well, if we go back here to this, even looking at this table, we can tell that the best single predictor of fair using all of these is distance. Now, if your correlation table, if you've done your dummies and you've included vacation and some of those, that's fine, but you would have had to convert them first so that you would be able to tell. But this basically, I've just used the data that was available and just converted my Southwest here because I already knew that some of those were not good for my correlation table. And we see that distance is the single best predictor of fair. And so what you'll need to do is, when you're answering this question, is not only duplicate this work, but you'll need to show that you can support it by looking at your scatter plots. If you were looking at box plots, you could tell that the Southwest fairs are, this is basically just saying if it's yes or no Southwest, and you can see that the fares are substantially lower if it's a yes, and that makes sense. So this is basically just showing that there is a huge difference between using if you have Southwest or not. So hopefully this will help you. This is 6.3 part A, and we'll start on B next.